Welcome back to another quick clip. So this week I want to talk about something, an activity, and full disclaimer, this will take some video editing on your part, okay? So that's just, I'm going to say that right now. So if you're like, I have zero skills, just stop the video or keep watching anyways, because there is a fun treat at the end actually. So I would encourage you to keep watching. So an activity that I've done with a few of my students is like a virtual duet, right? And when there's only two parts involved, it's not that difficult. I'll get my one student to play something with or without a click track. And then because it's only one of them, like I can easily play the second part just listening to them and making it work, right? Like you would in a live performance in a sense. But I've also done this with our Junior Redcoats full band, okay? And it's kind of a fun activity. I can't show you that, unfortunately, because of, the privacy of the kids, but it turned out pretty well. So this is what we did. I would play something kind of simple, or just give them a metronome click track tempo. But I would play something kind of simple, repetitively for however many, this is the fun thing, for however many phrases you have students. and I think you see where I'm going. Maybe 2 extra phrases on either side. And it would just read, maybe on the piano, repetitive piano kind of passage. And then I would, with a click track, and then I would tell my students, okay, so this is the key I'm playing in. This is the tempo I'm playing at. I want you to improvise to what I've played a melody, right? You can, if you're instrumental teacher and your kids have their instruments at home, that's awesome. They can come up with their own trumpet melody that'll fit into your piano chord progression that you created and written or whatever. If you don't have instruments at home, then make it more of like a jam, right? You're the piano or you're the whatever instrument you play, and get the students to do the drum part by coming up with a cool rhythm, and all they need to do is make it work with the click track. All they need to do is make it work with the metronome. So assuming that your kids understand how a metronome works, really, it's not a lot of prep on your side. You're basically giving them all the work, which is pretty sweet. But there is the video editing at the end. Don't forget that. The reason why I love doing this is because obviously it's going to give your kids the opportunity to pick up their instrument. That's great. It's going to make them think creatively, right? They're going to have to creatively compose and come up with some sort of idea. Also, they're going to have to work with a metronome. So those are all really, really great things for that kind of, 10 and up, let's say, age range, for them to work on those different types of things. Really, really awesome. So what I will show you, that I can show you, is the Junk Line actually did something like this in the spring. So for those who don't know, our Junk Line is our professional musicians of a part of Crash Rhythm, and we play on garbage cans, and we go out to festivals and parades and stuff like that, and we play to energize the masses, I guess. So we did this in the spring, and if you watch the video, you'll see I'm just doing a basic beat that I'm just kind of playing over and over again, nothing fancy, just keeping the beat. And I sent that video out to all of my Junk Line people, and I asked them to send back a video of them playing on top of it with all everyday instruments. So none of them are using real instruments, which is also pretty cool. So feel free to show this video to your students as well as inspiration to come up with their own kind of instrument to jam along together, right? And hopefully at the end, the editing won't be too hard if they followed the metronome well, and you'll have this really awesome class virtual band that they've written themselves, essentially, which is really, really, really cool. So, without further ado, here is the Junk Line's jam that we did in the spring, and I'll see you next week with another quick clip. Bye!